Hello, we're here with Carrie Holland today. Carrie, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
I am Carrie Holland with the Dearborn County Clearinghouse. I'm the executive director. I've been the executive director for 9 years, almost 10.
Could you go ahead and explain some of the community programs that you serve the community with?
Yes, there's the pantry. We serve the community with food, groceries once a month. Unless there is an emergency, then we'll give them groceries twice a month. They get lunches. It's a cold lunch that they can take home and warm up themselves or eat cold. They can have that every day that we're open, which we're open Monday through Thursday at our different satellite sites. We have 4 sites, 3 food and 1 clothing outlet. Our clothing outlet, we take donated clothing, and that's gently used clothing that we give to our clients who are in need of clothing. We also have our Sacks of Snacks, which is our school program that we bag food for almost 200 students a week. Food that they can take home and eat on the weekends. We also have the Coalition for Children's Christmas Toys. At Christmas times, we help families with Christmas presents for their children, where they probably wouldn't otherwise get to have Christmas presents. This past year, we helped almost 600 children. We also have the rescue bags, which is the bags that are for the homeless people and the gentlemen that just get out of prison. It usually has like a blow-up mattress, a pillow, a blanket, a set of sheets, things like that, toiletries that would help them make it until they can find a place to live or something where they could be stable. We also have where we help people that have had local disasters. For example, the flood in Aurora, we helped a couple of families that were affected by the flood.
Okay.
We are also the Free Store distribution site. They bring their food twice a month and distribute it to the local pantries. And outside of that, we also distribute to the local pantries as well. When we have overstock or larger donations, we share with other local pantries as well. We also do holiday meals and Easter baskets. I could go on forever about our programs.
Okay. On the SOS program, how did that get started, and what was the need in the community that got that started?
That started because Mary Bailey called me, and she had some students that were not going to be able to have anything to eat over the Thanksgiving holiday. And so I called a couple other organizations, told them about the situation, and we all got together and gathered up some food for them so that those students would have food for the school holiday. And then doing that, out of that, we started meeting with the other agencies and with the schools and got together and decided we were going to start the SOS program so that kids could have food to eat on the weekend, because these kids, some of them had been found eating out of the trash can after school a couple times because they were so hungry, and the Clearinghouse decided they wanted to do something about that.
Also, I know that the Clearinghouse does a lot of reference of additional resources within our communities. Could you go ahead and explain some of those and how we refer to other resources so our clients can have a more umbrella approach?
Yeah, we also, and when a client comes in and their need is beyond what we can do, we refer them to outside agencies. Salvation Army, which helps with rent, Work One, which can help people with jobs. SIEOC, they have a lot of programs that can help people. 211, which is the United Way helpline. And if we don't have a resource for them, then they can take their zip code and they'll refer them to an agency that can help them if we can't help them.
What are the current opportunities for volunteers at the Clearinghouse?
Well, there's always something to do at the Clearinghouse. That's my big saying, because there is always something to do at the Clearinghouse. Right now, though, our big needs is an administrative assistant, somebody that can work on computers and do filing and type letters up, and not everybody can do those type of things, so that's a big need. A warehouse worker, we always have need for muscles in the warehouse, people that can lift and move things, stock around. Tuesdays at Zion, we're actually down a worker there because one of our volunteers is not able to come in anymore. Also, on a weekly basis, we do the Sacks of Snacks, and we're in need of people to deliver the meals to the schools. We also have a pizza delivery from Pizza Hut, and that has to be picked up after 3 o'clock on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we're in need of people to help with that.
In general, volunteers are a key part of the clearinghouse. How many hours would they contribute to, say, the month of January?
Well, it's pretty much up to the volunteer how many hours they want to contribute. Overall, with all the volunteers that we had in January, we had over 1,500 hours of volunteer hour with all the volunteers that we have. So we have volunteers that do a couple hours a week and a couple volunteers that do 25 to 30 hours a week. So it's just based on how much time that you're willing to commit.
If I'm a person that's interested in learning more about volunteering, how can I contact the clearinghouse?
You can call 812-926-1198, or you can shoot us an email, clearinghouse@dearbornclearinghouse.com.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anything else you would like to add about volunteering?
Well, I just want to say that we appreciate every single one of our volunteers, and if you do decide to come and volunteer, you'll become a part of the family, because that's truly what we are. We're one big happy family that serves the community. I'd like to say thank you to everyone for your continued support of the Clearinghouse. We do have a wonderful community that has a heart for helping those that are in need, and I appreciate everyone helping the Clearinghouse offer a hand up and not a handout to those in need since 1981.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.